our philosophy here is to build this up the value chain, and one of these projects could end up being an absolute gangbuster project that really makes this whole project, the whole company, and puts a lot of money into the company to make it, quite substantial for Bitcoin recovery and Bitcoin growth.
Hello, you're watching Proactive. I'm joined by London BTC Company Chairman David Lanegas. David, very good to speak with you. You've described Blackstar as another major addition to your Nevada portfolio. What makes this project stand out?
Yeah, no, Stephen, nice to speak to you again. Look, we at London BTC are primarily listed on the London Stock Exchange. We're a Bitcoin miner in America. We have Bitcoin Treasury. We have 1,100 miners. We'd like to go to sort of 1,500, maybe 2,000 miners in the United States and Canada by the end of the year. But with Bitcoin being a little bit volatile and on the nose since the outbreak of the Iran war, we decided we needed something a little bit more interesting to keep the company running. We've got no debt, and we're using some of our Bitcoin to start a gold hedge strategy, principally in the United States. And Nevada, being the number one gold jurisdiction in the United States, is our key focus. And we've found some fairly amazing projects already. I mean, we've already staked 4 projects from scratch, so we own these projects 100%. And the latest one, which we announced yesterday, was Blackstar. And some of the grades at surface are outstanding. I mean, this is a project that literally sits within crow's flying distance of some of the biggest gold mines in the world. And there's been nothing done here in modern exploration terms ever that we can determine. And the ground was completely vacant. So we see it as a really big, hedge strategy for London BTC. And the plan really is that some of these projects, as they go up the value chain, will materialize some US dollar wealth out of some of these, and convert it into more Bitcoin and more Bitcoin miners.
I mean, surface samples at Blackstar have returned grades of up to 16 grams per ton gold. How encouraging are these early results, and what do they tell you about the project's potential, David?
Yeah, look, the average grade of the gold mines in the world today is circa 1 to 2 grams, if you're lucky. Some of the biggest in Australia, like Greatland Gold, I mean, operates at head grades at zero point 0.6 of a gram. So to get half an ounce or 15, 16 grams to the ton at surface, outcropping, and silver grades, silver's quite hot as well. And gold and silver, typically sort of coalesce in these sort of projects we're looking at in Nevada. And silver grades at 1.5, ounces to the ton or 50 grams to the ton. It's really quite extraordinary. If these projects were in Australia, I would have a number of offers in the multi-million-dollar farm-in range on these projects of any one of the 4 projects we've already picked up in Nevada. Now, at the moment, it's early doors for us. We want to move them further up the value chain. There's samples in the laboratory in Nevada at the moment, which we're waiting on, which will put out lots of new news release on all of the 4 main projects that we've acquired to date. So I see a good news stream following. I mean, we're getting interest from corporates, in Canada, Australia, here in the UK on what are you doing? Is there an opportunity for us to look at doing something together? But nothing material, nothing binding, so there's nothing to report. But our philosophy here is to build this up the value chain, and one of these projects could end up being an absolute gangbuster project that really makes this whole project, the whole company, and puts a lot of money into the company to make it, quite substantial for Bitcoin recovery and Bitcoin growth.
So, David, could you outline the key milestones perhaps your investors should be watching out for over the next 6 to 12 months at Blackstar, but also across your wider gold portfolio?
Yeah, look, Blackstar's an amazing project, but there's 3 other projects, Huntington, Wilmington, Teep. They're all phenomenal projects. I mean, some of them have got grades even bigger than what we reported yesterday. So, what have our shareholders got to look forward to? Lots of news on gold, lots of news on silver in America, some potential new projects that we're working with our consultants to look at in Nevada, Arizona, and Texas, which are completely vacant ground, which nobody's been on, since the 30s and the 40s. We've just put out our accounts, which are in US form, which means that we're still actively pursuing the concept of a Nasdaq dual listing. And our Bitcoin, we want to remain debt free. So we will increase our Bitcoin mining fleet. Right now is not the time. We get proposed a number of transactions every couple of months on, would you like to buy our fleet in Nebraska or Iowa or whatever. But right now, I think if we wait a bit longer, we could actually get better deals. But our plan is to keep increasing our Bitcoin mining exposure and our Bitcoin treasury. We're firm believers that Bitcoin's going to $1 million. It's a matter of when. It's a matter of how. Japan just came out and legalized Bitcoin ETFs the other day. I see. I mean, Bitcoin's too big to fail. And we're pleased to be in the mix. So we're using some of our Bitcoin to have a gold strategy, and some of these gold projects I think will be worth millions. And I would rather do that than do dilutory share raises to go buy more Bitcoin like most people in the treasury sector. I think we've just got a completely different strategy, and I think at the end of the day we'll win.
David, I hope you'll continue to keep us updated with your progress. Thank you very much for speaking with us today.
Great, Stephen. Thanks.
David Lanegas, the chairman of London BTC.